We are reviewing the Pagani Design Black Bay homage. It took 3 months to get here, but that's not important. I bought it to make fun of it, but when I've seen it... This is the Pagani Design PD-1671, a true Tudor Black Bay homage. And I guess I should be more careful when I point towards counterfeit or a potential copy of a product, because I can get banned. I might be small, having only 5,100 subscribers, but I am really proud of what we've accomplished here together as a community. So thank you very much for being close to me in this YouTube journey. And yes, more subscribers are welcomed. But moving towards this Chinese with an Italian tuning name Pagani, I bought this homage by pure curiosity. And I'm really honest with you here. I was curious to know if the Black Bay replica is better than the original one. Yes, I said it. And judging by the price, which was 140 bucks, it was supposedly a better qualitative Chinese piece. I know it sounds terrible, but I find it true. I was hoping to get a higher complexity and improved details on these Pagani designs, and apparently the Chinese tuner did it. They basically added what the world wanted for the Black Bays. Clear references to the snowflake, a cool dial pattern to add a bit of complexity to the boring dials, also the addition of the color accents on the crown, elements that were forgotten by the original brand, and things that slowly but safe put me away from the brand for good. But I am pretty convinced that today you want to know if this piece is worth it or not. So I will tell you how it should sound. If you like Tudor the brand, and if you still like the Tudor Black Bay platform, but maybe you find the watches potentially too expensive, but still if you are willing to put on your wrist the 60s Rolex experience, I am telling you that this is the right watch to buy. If you want to experience the Black Bay platform, this is the piece to go with. The design respects pretty well the original Tudor Black Bay platform, and I'm telling you because I had a couple of them. The Pagani Black Bay homage respects very well the spirit and the proportions, but scaled up. We are talking about a mixture between the 58 model but upscaled close to the size of the bronze version. So why do I insist that much with the character of the Tudor Black Bay? Well, the design of the Invicta 1953, for example, they do not follow the Black Bay design of the case shape. The bevel of Invicta, for example, is very different than the bevel of Pagani. The Invicta is around 40mm but thicker, but the Pagani PD-1671 is 42mm, a wider case, but proportion-wise it was balanced to match the height. Now on the Pagani we have a boxed sapphire, and it exceeds a bit the aluminum bezel height, so it gives a bit of vintage look to it. But what I find very cool is the finishing of the sapphire crystal, because it provides a magnifier effect when angled. And the easiest way to guess the intent of these brands is definitely the way to look at the depth rating. Invicta with this 1953 model truly offers 200 meters war resistance. Potentially they've added an extra gasket and tested the case for waterproofness. Where the Pagani Black Bay is created mostly for the looks, offering 100 meters war resistance only if this is legit. So I would say that Pagani is tailoring these so-called watches to optimize their profits. Anyway, as specs we have a 42mm case diameter with a height of around 14mm and a lug-to-lug distance of 50mm. And because of the 22mm female end links, the watch wears very good and it does not exceed the 50mm lug-to-lug distance. We have a sapphire crystal somehow magnified and a see-through case back that hosts the already affordable Seiko NH35. A decent movement with a power reserve of 41 hours. And if you like this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Thank you very much. In depth, the Black Bay homage comes on 4 different colors, with red bezel, in all blue, with gilt having gold accents as the 58 model, and in black. As extras, they added to the crowns a colored ring that matches either the bezel or the loomed triangle pip. this was a specific accent that was kept from the initial Black Bay's ETA launched over 10 years ago. But I guess the most noticeable is the diagonal pattern or the fence type that feels a bit too aggressive to my taste. But at least it's not plain. Another interesting accent is definitely the throwback to the iconic military Tudor snowflake. We have squared accents instead of rounded. And I think it looks very cool. What I find uncool is the tone difference of the Loom patina compared to the ones from the markers. They should have kept the Loom better in white than mismatch it in this manner. And I say I am not bothered by the imperfections of the hands under the macro lens as I am with the two-tone difference. Another accent that shows the quality control limitations is definitely the small bits of the metal leftovers in the pattern of the coinage bezel. However, the good part is the Loom is very potent. When ignited it feels like Seiko Loom, but it fades pretty fast. Now, chronologically, both the Invicta and the Pagani were launched before the Black Bay 58 in silver, because they both implemented the brushed side of the case, where Tudor until March they had the side of the Black Bay cases polished. Now, the bracelet feels to follow the Black Bay riveted bracelet look, however the clasp was changed. Instead of the Tudor specific safety clasp plus pull, we have a short clasp and the signature of the Pagani Design brand. And overall the watch itself provides, as I said, a valuable experience for the price paid. A well executed homage with extra accents, having sapphire and a decent automatic movement visible on a see-through caseback. Everything for around $140 and a few months of waiting, as it happened to me because of the post. However, saying these things I feel somehow empty and pretty much sad, because as me, Andre, having a passion for horology and Swiss manufacturing in general, I am telling my friends that the Pagani Design Black Bay homage is a good watch to buy. The logical part of me says yes, but my heart sends me to those stories when people are discovering old wristwatches inherited from their grandparents. Awesome reliable watches with stories behind, like Bulovas, Ebenhards, Omegas, most of them being highly collectible nowadays. And looking at the future, thinking in advance, what will our grandchildren discover in our drawers? What will they learn and receive from us? AliExpress junk homages and Chinese watches made for profit? For me, that's the scary reason, but a solid reason not to keep such pieces, neither to promote them in the future. And related to my potential toxic comment from above, how do you see this hobby as collecting Chinese watches built for the purpose of profit, having zero horology intents? Please let me know in the comments section. I'm really curious, how do you see this part? And as usual, if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe for future updates. And until next time, be brave but stay safe.